Let's look at the Stoichiometry Gizmo from Explore Learning. Once we launch the gizmo, we'll see this interactive screen here. We can drag and drop these tiles into this bottom here to help us answer our questions. This equation here is the reaction of iron oxide with carbon monoxide to produce iron and carbon dioxide. As it is right now, it is already balanced. We can request a new equation at random by clicking on this button. And we can also request a new question based on this identical equation by clicking on this new question. For this one, we're asked how many moles of carbon monoxide are required to complete react with 1.75 moles of iron 3 oxide. So we're told we have 1.75 moles of iron 3 oxide. So that is the number on top of this tile here. We need to drag in one of these tiles that deals with the conversion of iron 3 oxide to carbon monoxide, and it is this tile. Right now, both carbon iron 3 oxide is on top. So then we'll need to flip the tile so that the units iron 3 oxide get canceled out. The units here are canceled out for you automatically. So right now we have the answer. It is 1.75 times 3. So the numerical result is yes, the problem has been solved. We can take a screenshot of this by going to Tools and asking for a screenshot. We can then either right-click and copy image, or Control-C, or we can save the image and put it into our assignment. Let's try a different question using the same equation by clicking on this new question. Here, we're asked how many molecules of carbon monoxide are needed to react with excess iron 3 oxide to produce 11.6 grams of iron. So we have 11.6 grams, and remember, we can only do stoichiometry with moles. So we have to convert grams of iron into moles of iron. So to do that, we need to use this tile. 1 mole is the molar mass of iron is 55.85. So we see that grams of iron has been canceled already. We did not need to flip the tile. So now we're with the factors moles of iron, but we don't want iron, we want carbon monoxide. So we need to convert carbon monoxide into moles. And by dragging this tile, we converted irons into moles. So now the only units that we have are moles of carbon monoxide. However, we don't want carbon monoxide, we want moles of carbon monoxide, we want molecules. So we now need to convert moles of carbon monoxide into molecules. And we need to drag in this tile. But now the moles of carbon monoxide are both on top. They do not cancel out. So we need to flip the last tile and see that all the units that we do not want have been canceled out, leaving us with only the units that we want, which is a molecule of carbon monoxide. Again, we click on Show Numerical Result and see that our problem is answered, and we can also use our calculator to find the numerical value. It will be 11.6 divided by 55.85 times 3 divided by 2 times 6.202 times 10 to 23. Again, we can take a function to record this and include it in our assignment. You can request new equations as your assignment asks, or you can ask for a new question based on the same equations. There are several equations and several questions here in this gizmo. It's very good to show how the units cancel in the process of stoichiometry. If you have questions, please leave a comment below.